Well, News 8 is always working for you, but we are not the only ones working for our community. Hello to you and welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jenny Day. We start with a big thank you to San Diego Community Power, the sponsor of this special. To make our community as strong and resilient as possible, it requires the help of everyone, from our neighbors and community leaders to our incredible nonprofit organizations and strong business sector. So we began with one San Diego boy who waited 2 months for a mentor. His sister waited 2 weeks. News 8's Abby Black shares why so many boys, many Latino, are still waiting, and what News 8 and Big Brothers Big Sisters are doing to change that with the Men Who Show Up campaign.
John Schwartz Torres took his shot, and so did Ricky. But Big Brothers Big Sisters says right now thousands of San Diego boys are still waiting for someone to show up on their court. That someone could be you.
You're clutch, Ricky.
This is more than just basketball at Spring Valley County Park.
Try and arc it with one hand, yeah? Here, I'll show you.
Just like the game, the friendship took some practice.
So it's like this. Flick with your wrist. Look like this. Can you do this?
John Schwartz Torres and 11-year-old Ricky met in the summer of 2024. Ricky in second grade, John a junior at UC San Diego.
You know, growing up, my dad, he lived out of state, so I didn't really have that male mentor growing up, so I really wanted to be that long-term presence in someone's life.
And Big Brothers Big Sisters spoke to him.
I waited for 2 months to get my match for the Big Brother Big Sister program. My sister waited 2 weeks.
Ricky is not alone. Big Brothers Big Sisters says 75% of boys are on a wait list for a big. The majority are Latino.
A lot of times families come to us because a boy is lacking a male role model in their life. And today, even more so, the news has been sounding the alarms that boys in our community, in our entire country, are becoming more disconnected and isolated than ever. And we're seeing mental health issues rise. And all of that is really creating a collective concern for our boys, and it's come to a crisis.
The numbers are stark. Nearly 1 in 4 men under 30 report no close friends, 5 times more than in 1990. Young men are 4 times more likely than women to die by suicide. Governor Newsom is now calling on 10,000 men statewide to mentor and serve, and CBS 8 is joining that effort, partnering with Big Brothers Big Sisters on a new campaign called Men Who Show Up.
And it's the most scalable solution that we have to solve mental health, helping kids be ready for the workforce and really just be successful adults.
It's simply about showing up, and the commitment is smaller than you might think. Just 2 outings, 2 hours a month for 6 months, but many friendships last years.
We believe that boys and all our youth, they don't need perfection. They just need your presence.
Bigs can be as young as 18. Even John, now studying for the MCAT, always finds time.
I would say, you know, you can always find time in your life for something like this.
College wasn't in Ricky's future until he met John. Now he has big dreams.
I wanted to be a construction worker, but then I realized that a doctor might be very cooler. I can help people out like he does with me.
There we go.
John took that shot, and it changed them both.
As much as I think I've probably taught him, being with him and being a mentor has taught me, you know, so much. It's really helped me get in touch with my values and what is important to me in life.
For the Men Who Show Up,
you want to get spin on it.
Abby Black.
There we go.
CBS 8.
So grateful for these organizations. We hope this campaign is a community call to action to learn more about becoming a big, or maybe volunteer, or just to support Big Brothers Big Sisters of San Diego. We do have a link up for you. For more information, go to our website, cbs8.com/community. Well, now to a month-long effort to support local military families that is coming to a successful close. News 8, Navy Federal Credit Union, and Support the Enlisted Project, or STEP, closed out this year's Bags for the Brave drive with a distribution event in Miramar. Now, throughout May, San Diegans donated essential items like diapers, toothpaste, shampoo, and laundry supplies. STEP says this year's drive brought in more than 12,000 items, nearly doubling last year's total of 7,000.
It makes a tremendous impact for our service members and their families. Cost of living is high in Southern California, and these items help them to offset the cost of everyday essential items and concentrate their finances in other areas of their life.
Yeah, again, so grateful for our generous community. This marks the 4th year of the Bags for Brave campaign. Meantime, kickstands were up and bikes rolled through in Escondido for the 10th Rides for Alls, a fundraiser for Alzheimer's San Diego. About 150 riders traveled through the backcountry with a stop in Santa Isabel before winding their way back to Kit Carson Park for an after party. Most involved in the ride have been touched by Alzheimer's disease in one way or another. Our Carlo Chiquetto was at the event and tells us there was a great mix of first-time riders and veterans and that everyone had a great time. The event raised more than $100,000 and all the money raised stays right here in San Diego. To learn more about how you can help out, just go to their website, alzsd.org. And some local heroes traded in their ambulances for aprons. Nearly a dozen AMR San Diego paramedics and EMTs cooked and served lunch for about 100 families staying at the Ronald McDonald House in Kearny Mesa. Families whose kids are receiving care at local hospitals. The Ronald McDonald House has provided a home away from home for families of sick or injured children since 1980.
Ronald McDonald House is amazing work. They let the families focus on what's important, caring for their child. So any way we can help that is a win situation.
Absolutely. Earlier this year, News 8 did partner with the Ronald McDonald House Charities for their 17th annual Red Shoe Day. Volunteers fanned out at intersections all across San Diego to fill up those big red shoes to raise more than $178,000 in donations for the nonprofit. A lot of good. And for more than 100 years, one group has been putting their service before self. Our Jeff Zevely went to Coronado to share how the Coronado Rotary Club is celebrating this milestone.
For those of you who think nothing productive ever comes out of a meeting, these Rotarians are proving you can get a lot done during lunch. For the past 100 years, the Coronado Rotary Club has made their communities sparkle.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another beautiful Wednesday of Rotary.
Club President Natalie Bailey is a Coronado dentist who grew up with the club.
Rotary has been part of my entire life, and growing up as my mom is the first female president, I always knew I wanted to do that.
That's right. The club's top spot runs in the family. Suzanne Pop, Natalie's mother, was the club's first female president in 1999.
This club started in 1926 with the same mission, let's help other people.
The club's motto is service above self. Stephanie Anderson is in charge of the 29th annual Low Tide Ride and Stride.
You can run, you can walk, you can push a stroller or ride your bike.
This year, Rotarians are hoping to raise $200,000.
100% of the funds proceeds go to charity, with the vast majority going to military and first responder causes.
We got you, Craig, and you got Knopp.
87-year-old Doug Weisbarth is the club's sergeant of arms, nicknamed the Sheriff.
Well, because I need to have something to do other than being a couch potato.
For nearly 40 years, the Sheriff's been giving back.
We do the flags on the avenue about 13 times a year for holidays.
The Sheriff's favorite event is the Rotary Santa program.
It's a really cool tradition. I remember being like 5 years old and Santa coming to my house.
Did it confuse you when you saw 70 Santas at once?
You'd only get to see one.
Okay.
They don't all come.
Okay.
It's just one Santa that comes to your house.
Every faith and political belief is welcomed at the Rotary Club.
I love it.
Sure, members hold diverse beliefs, but all differences are set aside for the common good.
We don't get into politics or religion. We just get into what we can do good for the community.
If someone does get out of line, the Sheriff has the power to issue a fine.
Yeah, but we'd probably just hush them up first.
From ice cream socials to food pantries, pancake breakfasts, and more, the Coronado Rotary Club has poured millions of dollars into their community in the past century.
I guess the first word that comes to mind is just legacy of this club and this community. It's inspiring.
In the Zevely Zone, Jeff Zevely, News 8.
There are 35,000 Rotary Clubs worldwide. For more information about the Coronado Rotary Club, visit the Zevely Zone at CBS8.com. Well, fighting food insecurity next, right here in San Diego. The people giving back to the community by making sure thousands of San Diegans do not have to worry about their next meals. Welcome back to you. A Marines farm in Jamul is helping feed thousands of San Diego families. News 8's Abby Black shows us how his 1 acre is really making a huge difference.
Here at Papa Joe Farm in Jamul, he's doing more than planting nutrition, he's planting hope. Some of his harvest travels from the veterans' land directly to the San Diego Food Bank, feeding families across the region.
We have about 50 chickens. Yesterday we got 29 eggs, so we get anywhere from 20 to 30 eggs a day.
As Papa Joe Silva walks his 1 acre farm, canes in hand, you see how deeply rooted farming is in his family.
We have over 250 years of legacy farming in our family.
Now retired, the disabled U.S. Marine brought regenerative farming techniques home from tours in Japan and Korea and a mission to feed his community.
You know, there's a discipline and a commitment that you have to understand that the Marine Corps instilled in you, and honor.
That mission runs through the Food Bank's Farm to Food Bank program, connecting roughly 30 local farms through Food Shed Cooperative to put fresh, local produce on the tables of families in need, much of it funded through grants.
And we supply San Diego Food Bank currently with 575 boxes of produce, and the produce is a mixture of vegetables and fruits.
On an annual basis, that's over 300,000 pounds.
Which is remarkable.
But this year, Papa Joe's 20-foot by 80-foot hand-built cattle panel tunnels sit empty. His disability from an injury in Korea is slowing the pace.
When you're Marine Corps, you have the Marine Corps mentality, you know, and go, go, go. But sometimes your body says, hold on, slow down.
But he has a community to feed, and the San Diego Food Bank says what comes from farms like Papa Joe's makes a difference.
So that local produce is hyper fresh, it's produced here locally, a lot of times using organic practices. So not only is it benefiting our neighbors, providing them that nutritious food, but also benefiting the soil health of our local communities. It really takes a community to feed a community.
These are peaches here.
For Papa Joe, his disability may have slowed him down, but not his commitment to community.
There are many efforts happening all across our county to address food insecurity, including the San Diego Food Bank's annual gala, emceed by our very own Carla Chiquetto and Marcella Lee. All proceeds from this event go toward the Food for Kids backpack program, giving elementary students facing hunger across San Diego nutritious food to take home every weekend. It supports nearly 3,800 students in 99 schools across the county. The San Diego Hunger Coalition estimates 1 in 3 children experiences food insecurity.
Right now, we're supporting 3,700 students each Friday. We're going to increase that to 4,000 because of this gala and the support of the community.
Yeah, thanks to the help of a dozen local chefs who worked at the event, this year's gala raised over $1.5 million. Bravo, making it the most successful gala in the organization's history. And there is another hometown chef who is putting his star power behind an important cause in Barrio Logan. Jeff Zevely explains how Chef Travis Swikard is working overtime to fight food insecurity as well and giving back to our community.
Feeding San Diego has assembled a strong team of people to distribute food across the county, but it helps to have a few all-stars. After mastering his craft in New York, Chef Travis Swikard returned to San Diego.
Yeah, I feel very privileged that I get to live my passion and my dream.
Chef Travis owns 2 restaurants, Florette in UTC and Cali in the East Village. But it's this food that's his top priority today.
I always say I think it's important to, if you see an issue, our problem out in the world. Start with one small step.
Chef Travis and his family are touring Burbank Elementary, where 95% of students qualify for free or reduced-priced meals.
Over 100,000 children in San Diego are food insecure.
Allie Colbrand from Feeding San Diego has partnered with Chef Travis for 5 years. His Parents with a Purpose fundraiser in February raised $500,000.
That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. That's the equivalent of 1 million meals we raised in one night.
Some of that money will now help families in Barrio Logan. And because Chef Travis has given so much, Feeding San Diego is opening this pantry in his honor.
Due to our current economic, socio-political situations that's happening, we struggle still with certain aspects of life, including food scarcity.
Francisco Solis, the school's principal, talked about the importance of providing food.
This is one less thing that our families have to worry about.
Feeding San Diego hopes to open 100 food pantries at Title I schools. Chef Travis and his wife, Mia, hope to show their children, Taylor and Trevor, that success is about more than your net worth.
You know, money's part of the equation for business, but for us, this is the true part that fuels us.
Chef Travis is working 90 hours a week, yet here he is.
Some beans. Enjoy.
Feeding hungry families.
We are a low-income neighborhood with a lot of working parents, but even like that, we have big families as well.
Rosie Torres has 4 children and appreciates the ingredients for healthy meals.
The cabbage and the oranges and the beans. My kids are bean lovers.
Chef Travis was born and raised in San Diego. This is his community.
Food is what gives you life, and I think it's so important that like every single person has the opportunity to have nutrition in their body.
Which is why Chef Travis loves serving food and, more importantly, people.
Chef Travis is a rock star.
In the Zevely Zone, Jeff Zevely, News 8.
For more information about Chef Travis's restaurants and his partnership with Feeding San Diego, visit the Zevely Zone at CBS8.com. Well, a special delivery for new moms on Mother's Day. Next, how one local hospital is welcoming its newest arrivals and the women who brought them into the world. Well, Juneteenth is more than just another holiday. It is a celebration of resilience, strength, culture, and community. From live music to community gatherings, events across the county kept the spirit of Juneteenth alive. And News 8's Steffi Roche was there.
The annual Cooper Family Foundation Juneteenth celebration took over Memorial Park Saturday. From food and music to educational programs, there was something for everyone.
You have all kinds of people, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, all coming together in what we call humanity, to see that this is a human right, my right to be free. And that's the celebration, is a human right to be free. All of us as Americans have human rights to be free.
Juneteenth marks June 19th, 1865, when Union troops in Galveston, Texas announced the end of slavery, more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. It's celebrated as a time of remembrance, reflection, education, and joy.
Juneteenth 2026!
And joy was the perfect way to describe Kinfolk Fest, San Diego's largest Juneteenth celebration at Waterfront Park, bringing together music, food, culture, and Black-owned businesses.
We have our lovely vendor market where we're featuring nearly 70 Black-owned and small business-owned businesses from right here in San Diego County and the region. I call it the Black Family Reunion because it feels like a reunion. You see folks, people will see their cousins here, their actual family members who they haven't seen in a while. You'll see your friends, and it just feels good to be like in a safe space that like was curated for you.
So positive. Abby Black there reporting. Now, the day after the 4th of July is considered one of the dirtiest beach days of the year, which is what motivated people to get up early and beautify our coastal areas. Organized by the Surfrider Foundation, more than 130 volunteers spread out across Mission Beach, collecting 250 pounds of trash and debris in just a couple of hours. Thank you for that. For Mother's Day this year, some new moms in the South Bay received a special honor. News 8's Abby Black went to one local hospital to share how the hospital is welcoming its newest arrivals and the women who brought them into the world.
We're here at Sharp Mary Birch in Chula Vista, where new moms received one of the greatest gifts, or should I say delivery. The care team is surprising them with these pink roses, but it symbolizes more than just a flower. It's a new bloom and softness, everything about being a mother.
Happy Mother's Day. Congratulations.
Lilia Magana just welcomed her third girl, Ayla, 2 days ago.
I see a lot of hope. It gives me a lot of strength to keep on moving alive.
Ayla's giving her strength as the baby's father recovers in the ICU from cardiac arrest, missing the birth.
But the support of the nurses, been helping me to recover. So we're here, and she's okay, we're okay.
And that support comes in all forms at the Sharp Mary Birch Center for Women and Newborns in Chula Vista.
We're here to give you a rose for Mother's Day.
This year, for the first time, the care team is surprising new moms in labor and delivery with a pink rose for Mother's Day.
It's an expression of feeling you have inside of you. Just do everything for them, for your kids. It's the most magical thing.
These roses are more than just a flower.
Life, we see it in different shapes, forms, and colors, but being a mother is all of that.
And this year, that bloom carries special meaning.
Mother's Day also falls on Dia de los Madres, so we're able to recognize many cultures that we care for in our community.
Guide her.
A community that goes beyond health. There's a village of support.
Not every single one of us can say we are a mother, but we are a mother of many, and we are a mother in many forms. And some of us bear our children through the heart, and some through the spirit.
And here, a simple bloom is a reminder of one of the most meaningful moments in life.
To be a mother, it means a lot of things. Joy and frustration and pain and celebrations and happiness. I tell my kids every morning before they go to school that they are my blessing and to be a blessing to others.
Yeah.
In Chula Vista, Abby Black, News 8.
This is my little gift.
So sweet. Congrats. And thank you to you for joining us. Thank you again to San Diego Community Power, the sponsor of this special. Hope you feel inspired. Take good care.